Today I'm going to show you the construction of a high voltage battery. What I've done is removed a lot of the goo on top of the battery module here itself to show how the battery is actually arranged and how it's built. Inside this battery module is actually hundreds of these cells. The cells are essentially stacked beside each other and connected by these tiny little wires, these little connectors here. And each one of those wires connects to the top of one of these cells. So you can see where we've been attached to in that little point there. And there's hundreds of them stacked inside here. And each one of these modules is actually a little pack inside each one where they connect in series to create the high voltage. So right now I'll just show you the battery voltage in each one of these. I'll turn the light back on the meter and just show you that this battery is actually pretty safe as long as you know where you're testing. So right now each one of these modules is only 4 volts. There's 4 volts there. Just moving over here, there's another 4 volts, and then of course another 4 volts. And you can, as I keep moving on, I'm actually going through each module cell and I'm seeing 4 volts. And there's 25 of these plates or these modules in this one pack. So what I want to do is show how these are actually arranged. What I'll do is I have my paint marker here. I'm actually going to draw out the actual module itself. So it actually starts up here, goes along here, goes up across here, and then it continues on down into each one of these, just like almost like a tree branches here. And it's going to draw it along, keep going down. My little paint marker is getting a little low, but it's going to keep going along here. And you can get the idea that each one of these is a tree or part of this connector for all these batteries or these cells in this one pack. So I'm just going to keep drawing this down so you get an idea what it looks like. Going down, you'll see there's actually, it stops right there because there's another plate on the opposite side. You can move it along, get rid of this, some of this goo here, and keep drawing it down. As I keep doing this, and keep drawing it off. And there we go. We got one. You can see this very clearly. A lot easier to see. Now you can see that this is one module inside this pack, and there's hundreds or you know, probably a couple hundred of these batteries, these cylindrical cells in this one area. So if I go to the next one beside it is actually, you know, fairly close to this one. So I go along and I'll use a different paint marker here. And you go here, and do it up here, start here. I'm gonna go along here, and I'm gonna go down to each one of these legs. Moving along here. Get some paint out of here. And we keep drawing it out. Down here, going down to along here, and so on. And I'm just gonna draw this up quickly here. Go, going down, continuing on, some more paint out of here. And like I said, these are safe. They're only 4 volts, so you know, so I can touch these and it won't cause me any harm. It's only when they're all tied together, when they go in series, then they become the high voltage. So as I can see, there's a module here, there's a module over here, and then of course there's another one in between here. I can draw this one up here, following it along, drawing it down, going down, keep going along here. You can almost see where they almost touch, but they don't. There's actually a space, you know, in between this plate here and this plate here, so they're separate. I'm going to keep drawing this out. Right down. And, it just gives an example of how manufacturers are building their high voltage batteries. This one here goes down, and we can see, coming along here, and there you go. So now you can start seeing how they're actually constructed within each of the modules. There's another module there, there'll be another one here, and then on the top, we can see that the top part only being 4 volts. So only 4 volts here. But you can see how they're separated. Each one, there's another one there, 4 volts, 4 volts, 4 volts, 4 volts, and of course 4 volts lastly. So if I go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and then it goes on, and then of course the total pack would then equal the 100 volts that this module is at. So anyways, well, thank you very much, and hope you enjoyed this and getting a good insight into high voltage battery and how they're assembled.